Hey everybody, welcome back to Record-ology. This is going to be awesome. So, I love headphones. I love the idea of private listening, not bothering people, whether it's at the gym, sitting right here at my desk, even though I've got this other audio equipment, or traveling. It's a really good option for private listening. I don't need to tell you that. But if you haven't made the leap into the Bluetooth world of wireless headphones, I would encourage you to stay tuned to this video because this might just sort of entice you into that realm. If you need to cut the cord still, this may be the way to do it. Anyway, we're going to take a look at some new headphones and some interesting features that I have not seen before personally. I've known that they exist, but I haven't personally experienced them. Anyway, you're not going to want to miss this. And here we have it. HAVIT brand headphones. Okay, I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. This is the H655BT Hybrid Active Noise Canceling Headphones. Now, I have reviewed a lot of headphones, and like I've said previously, it doesn't usually translate to the most enthralling of content. I'm going to do my best to change that, though, and make it an interesting show. But these are very useful. I mean, this is something that I do use. I love wireless headphones. If you still haven't made the leap to Bluetooth earbuds or headphones, it sounds, when you don't have them, it sounds like something that you really wouldn't need or care for. And I thought that exact same thing until I finally tried them. And I was very much, and have been since, a fan. It's just, they're very handy, and it's really the best way to listen to music. It really, really is. Now Bluetooth codecs are good, and there's even lossless codecs out there. I've been educated by you that aptX doesn't necessarily mean that it's lossless, because there's lossy aptX. It has to be aptX lossless codec to be lossless. But even still, Bluetooth today is leaps and bounds above what it was like 15 years ago. So noise canceling. I've only ever had one other pair of noise canceling headphones, and they were hardwire Sonys. And you know what? They did a little bit on an airplane where the engine noise is droning. You really would get a little bit of an effect, but overall, it kind of lowered the sound quality when you flip the switch to turn that feature on, and I usually don't use it. And nowadays, I hardly ever use any hardwire headphones. So in terms of, listening to streaming music on my phone, I do when I'm listening to, cassette players and things, but so let's give it a listen, or give it a listen and a test, and I will have to convey to you my impression, obviously, because it's really hard to demo these over a video. But as it says, hybrid ANC, multi-mic ENC, and that's interesting because usually headphones, you have like one mic, usually on the bottom here, that does the noise canceling. So having multiple mics should make it better. Skin-friendly earmuffs, so they're not as irritating. Look at the packaging. I love the kind of a holographic foil there. On the back here it says game mode, low latency, which is good. Ambient sound mode. I think that means you can listen, put them on, and still hear what's going on around you through the mics. 76 hours of playtime, negative 30 dB of noise cancellation depth. So this uses Bluetooth 5.3, 700 milliamp battery. Playtime is between 76 and 69 hours if the noise canceling is on or off. Charge time 1.5 hours. And we talked about the rest. So let's go ahead and open it up. Box is interesting. I don't know what this slot is for. It kind of looks like a piggy bank, which I'm sure it's not. So no clue why it's like that. Maybe we'll find out in a minute. And the empty box now. Here is the product itself. Set that aside. Oh, okay. So it's where this was supposed to, it was like a hanger thing, and it must have fallen in. Accessories are in here. We've got a product warranty. We've got a user manual. Nice. We've got an aux cable, so you can use it in a hardwire configuration, which is a good feature for Bluetooth, because sometimes it is nice to just say, you know what, I want to connect, or they're not charged and you just want to use your headphones, and having the cable to do so is good. And then the little USB cable. This is USB-C, which I'm glad to see. USB-C. Either way you plug it in, it's the right way. The micro USB, I always plug it in wrong the first time, without fail. All right, so we're wrapped in plastic here. Good weight to it. So good first impression. Let's go ahead and take the plastic off. I'm not going to admit how long it took to get the plastic off the top, but it took longer than it should have. You can kind of see the remnants of the battle right here. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we got a plastic construction on the headband. It is padded underneath with like a leatherette material, which seems good. This part is thicker than some I've seen, so I'm wondering if there's electronics in there. Very interesting. The ear cups are over the ear size, which is my favorite, so your whole ear fits in there. I mean, most people's whole ear would fit in there, not everybody's necessarily. We've got the branding on the side. Again, it is plastic, but it feels good and it's heavy. Looks like a little grill there. Not sure if that's like one of the mics on the same on the other side there. The cup is the same padded leatherette material and then like a felt on the inset there. These do rotate. They rotate all the way out and then like 2/3 of the way in, so you can position them well. So there's a pivot right there. By the way, the headband is adjustable. One thing I wonder, interesting that's shiny. One thing I wonder about, they got like this little clicks as they go there, is, you know, how long will that last before that wears out and it doesn't, you know, kind of stay in position. Do these fold in? It looks like they would because of this sort of hinge, but I don't. There's a little bit of a pivot there, but it doesn't like fold in on itself. Looks like another mic perhaps down here. On the bottom here you can see we've got the jack for the aux cable, the USB-C, a little light indicator. There's the noise cancellation button. It's a rubber button. And we've got plus and minus volume and then a select switch right there. And then nothing on this side. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Quality control sticker there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to off camera. Actually, no. Maybe I'll take the camera along and film a couple shots of it. Try these out. Use them. Maybe take them to the gym and just kind of, you know, experience them in real life and report back to you in just a minute here on my thoughts. And we'll talk about the sound quality and, you know, if it's a good deal, we'll talk about the price and how they compare to all the other headphones that I've listened to over the years, and we'll formulate an opinion and go from there. Okay, it's been about 4 hours, and I listened to these quite a bit. I think testament to the quality, I was only planning on spending maybe an hour listening to them, and I spent 4. So I listened to every genre under the sun, and here's what I got to say about them. First of all, the fit is very comfortable. The ear cup, even though it is indeed an over-the-ear cup, it's a smaller one. So my big ears kind of barely fit in there. But it's still comfortable. Even if your ears are, you know, too big, it would still just be an on-ear headphone, and I think that would still be comfortable. I didn't get any fatigue. As you know, I wear glasses with big plastic frames. Some headphones kind of pinch the sides of those glasses and make it uncomfortable. This one did not. So it was exceptionally and noticeably comfortable. Sound quality was way better than expected. Not that I didn't expect them to be good, but there are plenty of headphones out there that sound adequate. These were fantastic. Very lush. I noticed that the stereo separation was incredible. Like noticeably better than average stereo separation. The bass was the most noticeable aspect to the sound quality, but it wasn't a muffled, cheap bass. It was a deep, luxurious thump I think you know what I'm talking about. You could just tell good bass from cheap bass, and this was very good, rich bass. The mids and the highs were fairly flat. They were there. They weren't. It wasn't especially bright. Like my Grado wireless headphones sound better in the mid and high range, but these sound better in the low range. That isn't to say that they're muffled in any way or lack any of those frequencies in terms of representing the mids and the highs, but it wasn't the prominent force. They are very bass heavy. So rap sounds fantastic on these, but everything really sounded good. Nothing sounded bad on it whatsoever. I wanted to play for you the tones when it turns on and connects to Bluetooth. So I'm going to put this behind the camera where the mic is, and hopefully you'll be able to hear this. So I'm turning it on now. So I think it's cool that it has something different than the Bluetooth lady voice, which is apparently becoming a thing. Like she's on every device. And then same thing when you shut it off. I think it's kind of cool, kind of like spacey sound effects. There's 3 main modes. There's regular mode without the noise canceling. There's noise canceling mode, which noticeably makes a difference. Much better than my old Sony's. Sitting poolside for a while, I noticed that it totally took out the sounds of kids and people talking and the splashing and really made for a comfortable active noise canceling situation. There's also a lot of passive noise canceling going on just because of the design of an over-the-ear muff type of headphone. And combined with the active noise canceling, it was noticeably good. I mean, it was fantastic. You can turn that on and off. But then there's a third mode, which actually takes the audio from the microphones all over this thing and feeds it back into the speakers. So you can hear ambient sound around you, people talking, and you still get the music coming through the same quality. I didn't notice any sound quality difference on all 3 modes, but you could hear a conversation next to you. So if you were walking and you wanted to be aware of traffic and things like that, still absolutely don't drive with these on. That would be a very bad idea, or ride your bike or anything like that. But in terms of just sort of situational awareness while wearing these, that is a cool mode. I don't know if I would want to have a conversation with them on. It definitely sounds like audio coming through a mic versus what your ears just hear ambiently. But to hear that mic'd up from the outside and then played back internally while you're listening to your music is kind of bizarre. It's kind of like listening to speakers without putting headphones on. It's a kind of a strange sensation, but it was a cool feature. I found myself mostly leaving the noise canceling off to preserve the battery life, but there's no reason why I couldn't have made it probably all day and well into the night, if not well into tomorrow, on a single charge, even using the noise canceling based on those specs we looked at. Okay, price wise, you can't get them on Amazon, by the way, which I was kind of surprised about. So looking at the HAVIT website here, you can see it's normally $89 on sale at the moment, $59. And so for that price point, $59, I think these are a very good deal. I was thinking they would be more than that. I was guessing 100, 150 based on just sort of a blind taste test, as it were. But these are great. They really sound good. It's a good type of headphone to have if you want to sit down and study your music or really block out distractions while you work. And good to have at the gym. It has a snug fit too, in a good way, but adjustable. So I think it's a good buy. I think it really, really is. So I'll put a link down below if you're interested. Well, my friends, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this show. Thank you so very, very much for all of your support. Don't forget, we've got 45 adapters, Seaberg adapters, and all sorts of other cool merch available as well to help support the channel. Mostly, I just appreciate you being there wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. Let me know down in the comments below what you think, by the way. Always love to get your thoughts on this stuff. But my friends, that's going to do it for today. So happy record hunting, and we'll see you next time.